Hi guys, I am Amber from Amber Polk Interiors, and if you haven't been here before, welcome. Today we're going to do things just a little bit different. You're going to see my dogs walking in the back. They kind of rule this house, and please excuse the lighting because it is very dreary, and I'm standing as close or sitting as close to a window as I can so you can at least see my face. But today we're going to talk about nightstands, and it's a good way, in a simple way, to get personality into your bedroom without it costing a lot. And you can make it as simple or complicated as you want, and it's still going to look good. In this first photo, they did one of my favorite things to do is use a desk as their nightstand. And if you have the room for it, and I would honestly, as close as this is to the bed, I would move it out a little bit. They probably did that for just the photo, but you need a little bit of space so you don't accidentally roll over and bump your head into the nightstand, that'd be awful. And I've actually done that before, so lesson learned. But as you can see, they actually had the lamp closer to the nightstand because it's also functioning as a desk, so that that helps the workflow, so they can do both things. And they don't have to do a lot other than what they have here, because the chair itself is actually adding into the layering of the room, and even the carpet, everything is layering on top of each other, so you don't have to put a lot on there for it to look like a well-rounded. Now, in my opinion, I would have brought down those photos probably a foot or so, and just to make it all feel like a cozy area, but that's just personal preference. And on the second photo, this is a square nightstand, and which is mostly typical, but this one has the shelf underneath, which is becoming very popular, and I like it. I understand why, because you know, you want to decorate in groups of threes if you can, and this is an easy way to do it without having your entire nightstand covered and stuff. And on this one, you could tell that's a thin, long lamp, which is taking it's moving your eye through the lamp to the window in the back, which is really cool because that window is acting like a piece of art itself. And then you can put your books, decoration books, or any kind of books, is always nice to have. And then the flowers, which obviously this was for the photos, but most people don't keep fresh flowers in their bedroom. I wish I could. It would be nice, but I don't. So you could replace that with some fake flowers, or even just a large vase and some sprig, or just a plant of some sort. And that gives a three. So the flowers, the lamp, and the books underneath are your three. And that gives it style without giving it chaos. And I really like that. Okay, this next one. I love this because I love maximalism. And this is the kind of room that this would fit in. It has a lot of stuff on it. It has a lot going on. On this one, you can see it is a mid-century modern nightstand. It has a shelf underneath, which is full of books, and it looks like some vases, and then there's books on top, and a glass lamp. And see, that's the key to this that I think makes this work, is that's a glass lamp. It gives it shine where everything else is kind of has a dullness on it, like it's all wood and everything, and then this gives that. And this is obviously someone who likes a lot of pattern, maximalism, granny chic. This is definitely that. And all the photos around bounces your eye. The lamp is made to feel small because all the art goes up so high, and that works because you have a canopy bed, and you know, you can fill as much space. You could probably go all the way up to the ceiling and it'd still be okay, but I like where they stopped it. And the next one is really simple. It is a small nightstand, which I'm not a big fan of for primary rooms, but if you have a guest room or a kid's room that has a twin size bed, I like them. The way I see this is the lamp is almost invisible. It's black and it's cute, and it's off to the far side, so they needed something in the inside to fill that space. And what they did is used a group of 3. They used a photo, a clock, and a flower. And that's a lot for that little desk, but by taking the photo and putting it on the wall behind it, that left room on the counter to be able to use that. And the next one would be really cute for a girl's room or a guest room. It's a round nightstand and it has a sconce, so you don't have to worry about having a room for a lamp, which I really prefer that. If you have a smaller nightstand, use a sconce because it frees up room. Truthfully, we're not going to have everything filled up. We're going to be able to use the space. That's what we want. That's our whole goal. But I like that this has a book, a candle, and some flowers, and that's it. It's really cute. But I like the way they did that. And then just one, there's so much pattern going on, it doesn't need a lot of anything else. So there's just one little piece of art in between it, and I like that. And this one, you know, I love the colors in this. And again, it's a round nightstand, and they're doing what I would do. They're using a plug-in sconce, or a sconce period. This one is a plug-in, and I actually like the way a plug looks because it just gives the room more character. And I like for things to feel a little imperfect. To me, that gives it personality, makes it feel like home. And that, to me, this absolutely did that, even down to the books that's laying up against the wall. I love that. And then book on the nightstand, and then just some, it looks like real flowers. I wouldn't do real flowers. My allergies would just like go crazy, but that's what it looks like. So, and then the next one, another square one, but it has storage space inside. Nice to have. But see how the lamp is really low, so they put the art high, and that balances it out, so your eye still moves up because the art is the same shape as the nightstand, so your eyes still move up to it, and I really like that one. Then the next one, again, gallery wall with the sconce. I like what they did here. They left the nightstand very minimal because there's so much going on top, and not even a lamp. They have that sconce coming out over it, and I really like this. You know, even I would move those books to underneath on that second shelf and just put a little bowl there for my rings or whatever, and that would be it for me. This third one, or I don't even know what number this is now. I like the high backs of the nightstand. You can tell it's vintage, and you could see, and I'm not for sure why, there's a bowl and a trinket box on this one. For my own style, I would have one or the other. Either a bowl where you can put your change, your keys, whatever in, or a box that you can hide, you know, your rings, chapstick, whatever it is that you usually take to bed with you. And then the pleated lampshade gives it a little bit of pattern and style. And I like, candle always works, you know, you can put a candle anywhere and it's gonna work. But again, the shape of the art is still bringing your eyes up, and it's the same shape as the nightstand, so it's really cool to be able to do that. And then the frames themselves and the mat actually it's like a layering backdrop. The art could be pretty much anything, but because it's so small, it could be anything. My dog's in my lap. Say hi. Okay. You want to say bye? Stop it. Hey, can you go lay down for a little bit? Let Mama work. Yeah, good boy. This is Murphy. And here comes Hermie. In this photo, they have a wonderful bed, a canopy bed, which I want so bad. And I'm trying to figure out where to put a canopy bed in this house, and we'll see. But they have a window seat there, and then they have the bed, and it's in between it. So it's actually functioning for both places. And that's probably why they put the lamp in the middle. That's what I would do. And with all the straight lines, I don't know if you can tell that there's so many straight lines in here that the rounded off lamp works really well. And I do love the shelf on the nightstand. It just works. And then the fluted front, it's just simple. It's a simple color. They're not having to do too much because there's stuff everywhere else. There's layers everywhere else. You know, like, you can't compete with that bed. You just can't. So why try? Just give yourself a calming place. And to me, my eye lands on the nightstand here because it is like the grounding place for both for the room. So I really like that. But now that we've done that, I'm going to take you to my nightstand and show you what different options of what I would do with mine. This is how I typically keep my nightstand. I love those two little pieces of art, which to me feel very vintage and very Italian. Keep larger books that I actually read in the evening, and then a candle. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, and please leave me a comment. Tell me which style you like the best, and what you would do with my nightstand if you had any suggestions. There's so much you could do. That's just what I had around my house, and I love it. I love decorating nightstands because it could be so simple and makes such a big impact. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe, because that means a lot to the channel, and also tells my husband I can keep spending my weekends making these videos instead of relaxing all weekend, you know, because that's what normal people do.